Okay, this is Cycling Tours with Osborne. I'm sitting down with a good friend of mine and a triathlon marathon runner. You ran an ultra before?
Yeah.
Ultra marathon and getting ready to do Race Across America. Craig Jackson. How you doing, Craig?
I'm doing great, man. Great to be with you today.
So, Craig, tell me some of your adventures the last 5 years or so.
So I've been doing, marathons, ultra endurance bike racing, of course triathlons, done an Ironman, backpacking. I just like being outdoors and being challenged.
You had a bout with prostate cancer one time also.
Yeah, I'm 12 years post prostate cancer and cancer free. So that was a life-changing event, to say the least.
Absolutely, I know that feeling. So now you are training for Race Across America.
Yeah, I'm on a really fantastic team suicide prevention. There's 8 racers, and the Race Across America starts in Oceanside, California on June 19th, and we ride 3,000 miles to finish in Annapolis, Maryland. And we get 9 days to finish those 3,000 miles riding as a team. And we've got 8 fantastic crew members as well, who are even more important, or as important as the riders, because they will help us get to the finish line.
That was, I've watched the different documentaries on Race Across America, and I am so envious of you to be you doing this. This is it's just an incredibly challenging event, and the organization to pull it off, getting you fed, getting your bikes repaired, making your transitions, it's such a coordinated effort that it takes a lot to get all that done.
Yeah, we're training really hard right now. There's 74 days until the start. So yeah, we are working together with our crew and the riders. You talked about exchanges. This race is it's a time trial. So we race. There'll be a rider on the road 24 hours a day for 9 days, and we'll be rotating amongst the riders to get to the finish line.
So how long are you going to ride in each stretch?
So right now we're looking at no more than 1 hour pulls at a time. So, that hour can get you 22 or 23 miles if you're on flats. There's 170,000 feet of climbing on this route. So if you have an hour, going over Wolf Creek Pass, that might only be 5 or 6 miles.
Right. So, what kind of nutrition? Is everybody pretty much having the same diet, or how are y'all going to do that?
Well, so as every individual rider has kind of their own plan, and it's all about nutrition and hydration, and being able to fuel yourself. We can all go out and ride, 50 or 60 miles in one day, but to do that for 9 days is where the challenge is. So we're all kind of collaborating as to what we use. One of our sponsors, which you may have heard of, is a company called The Feed.
Yeah, I have.
They have been very helpful with us with regard to some of the products that they sell.
So now, who's going to document this adventure?
So we're all, that's a great question. We're all taking advantage of our personal devices as far as creating or collecting film and photos. Because what we do want to do is video of our journey. And really, not only do we want to kind of tell our story, we want to share the story of the organizations that we are racing for to support. And that's Open Oxygen, Open Health Association, and the American Foundation for Suicide, because we are racing to bring awareness to suicide and awareness. In 2020, suicide was the 9th leading cause of death in the United States, and it's all around us, but people don't want to talk about it. So what we want to do is help support those organizations that are fighting to curb suicide and to help those families that have been affected by suicide.
That's an excellent cause and a great journey. So how can we support you in that effort?
So obviously this is it's not an inexpensive adventure to do. But you can go to our website, teamsuicideprevention.com, and there's a donate button. You can also learn all about our team and our mission, and we are a 501c3 organization, so all donations are tax deductible, and we welcome you to join our team. When the race starts in June 19th, you can go to the RAAM.org website, and you'll be able to track our progress live where we are on that journey.
Outstanding. Now, to my knowledge, this is your birthday month. Now, last year you rode 2 miles every year for your birthday. What's your plans for this year?
So last year was interesting. I rode 135 miles on my birthday. So, success leads to other challenges. So that was 135. My goal this year is to bump it up to 150 miles. I'm not 75. I'll be 66. But 150 sounds like a real nice number.
A real nice round number.
Yeah.
Okay. There anything else you want to say to all my fans, about 10 of them that I have?
Well, I want to commend you on all of your focus and what you're doing, supporting your bike ride that's coming up, bike race coming up, the Black Wall Street 100. And I wish I would, could be there. I'd be there if I could.
Absolutely.
But I've got a little bit longer distance that I have in mind coming up in June. I would like to come back and ride with you on your next event.
We will definitely get that done, and maybe if you let me know on your birthday, since this is my birthday month also, maybe we'll do that 150 miles together.
Hey, it's always better when you have somebody else to lean on. So
absolutely,
teamwork,
and hopefully it won't be quite as windy when we do it.
That's when I want you to come out when it's windy.
So, Greg, I got one last thing to ask you. Tell us about your trip to Unbound Gravel, the 131-mile story.
Yeah, so 4 years ago, I do gravel bike racing. So some of you may have heard of Dirty Kansas. I did the 100-mile the year before, so the next step up is the 200-mile race. And my teammate was Phil Barton. So we had a great first 100 miles. Just went by, lickety-split. And then, of course, just like anything else, it kind of gets a little bit more difficult. I got to mile 131 and had an asthma attack, which I've lived with all my life. The only challenge was having an asthma attack out in the middle, literally, of nowhere can be an issue. And while I wanted to continue to get to the next aid station at mile 150, Phil was kind enough to suggest that I stop riding to possibly maybe save my life. And that conversation really became a lot easier when I just fell off my bike and I was laying in the grass, and he said, "Hey, I think the decision's been made for today."
Well, the reason I bring that up is I fell off my bike. It wasn't for asthma; it was from dehydration. At the corner of County Line and 161 in Broken Arrow, coming back from Coweta, and I was laying in the grass, and I heard somebody scream and said, "Hey, are you okay?" And I raised up and I looked around, and I looked at my bike, I looked at myself, and I said, "I don't think so." But so I know that feeling of being on the side of the road, doing something that you love, and sometimes we kind of overstress ourselves from time to time. So, hey, thanks again. I really appreciate everything, and much success for the Race Across America. I'll be looking forward to tracking you, and really want to see the footage that you guys come back with. That's something special to participate in that.
Well, thanks for the opportunity to share my story with you and your listeners. And again, I hope your success in your race.
stop this